Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to just stay organized. I'm going to label my 3 equations, 1, 2, and 3. So if I'm talking about a particular equation, everybody knows which one I'm talking about. And we're going to look at the x's all the way up and down. We're going to look at the y's up and down. We're going to look at the z's up and down. And we're going to determine which variable we want to eliminate. There is not a wrong answer. So I'm going to take the first person who has an idea, which variable should we get rid of? And if you're saying something, I can't hear you. Jackson.
Y.
Jackson wants to get rid of y. Rid of y. All right, we're going to do that one then. So in order to get rid of y, and I see why he picked it, they all have 2's. And in fact, one of them is a -2. So that one actually I don't even have to do much work for. To get rid of y, I'm going to write down eliminate y. So everybody knows, including the teacher that's looking at your paper, what you're doing. I'm going to write equation 1. And equation 2. Celestio. And then I add these up. When I add them up, I get 4x. And my y's eliminate. Oh no. My z's canceled out also. And I get equals -4. And then that is my A equation. That one I'm going to call A. Now what we went over last time is when we have 3 equations with 3 variables, we need to eliminate the same variable twice so we get to 2 equations with 2 variables. Okay, I actually got to 1 equation with 1 variable, but that's okay. 1 is even better than 2. I still need a second equation. So what variable should we eliminate? You haven't practiced, because my fault. You have to eliminate the same variable twice. So if I eliminated y, I'm going to do it a second time. What variable should I eliminate the second time? Sierra? Correct. You have to do the same one twice. Okay? You have to do the same one twice. So we're going to do it a second time. This time, I have to use different equations. So I used equation 1 and 2. This time, maybe I will use equation 1 and 3. So equation 1 is x minus 2y plus z is -11. In equation 3, -x plus 2y plus 4z equals -9. And I picked those equations because the y's would eliminate right away. And oh gosh, my x is eliminated. And I'm adding z plus 4z, I get 5z equals -20. So that would be my B equation. This one did not work out the exact same way that we did our first example on whatever day we had class last Friday. This one did not work out the same way. This one worked out so that we ended up actually canceling out 2 variables. When I canceled out 2 variables, I actually can find x right away. And I can find z right away. So we have x is -1, we have z equals -4. We need to find x, y, and z. What could I do with this -1 and this -4? Amar?
Plug it into the equation.
Which equation?
Either one.
A little bit louder. 1, 2, or 3. Yeah? Which one do you want to plug it into?
Number 1.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and plug in number 1. And I always go back to the original, so I'm going to plug in. I found x was -1. I don't know why. And we found z is, I already forgot, -4 equals -11. And I got y equals 3. Crazy question. Is there a very small chance that your teacher might make a mathematical error? Yeah, I make mistakes all the time. So it is not okay for me to be like, all right, I got my answers. We do have to check it. So once I've plugged in 1, I do have to check. I'm going to check in. Let's try and change color. I'm going to check in question or in equation 2, and I'm going to check in 3, and if they work in both, then hopefully I got the right answer. So check in 1, I've got 3 times -1 plus 2 times 3 minus -4 equals 7. If you want to use your calculator to check, you can. I'm just using I'm too lazy to get my calculator out, so I'm just doing it by hand. But you are more than welcome to type into your calculator 3 times -1 plus 2 times 3 minus -4. Just as make it a little bit less time for you, or just to double check that you're doing math right. Sometimes we just make silly mistakes. Okay, so they checked in 2, now I need to check in 3. I do negative, and then x is -1. Do you guys see how when I'm checking, I'm putting parentheses around what I'm plugging in so I don't make any silly mistakes? Hi, Joel. I'll take your note up here, please. If you could just put it right in there, that'd be great. Thank you. Where was I? -1 plus 2 times y we think is 3 plus 4 times -4 equals -9. So it's be 1 plus 6 minus 16. So 7 minus 16 is -9. That is correct. So it checked again. And how do we write our answer? How do we write our answer? Brooke, do you know?
Oh, you put like the order here.
Right, so I'm not going to write x equals y equals z equals. I'm going to write it as an ordered triple. Ordered triple. In the correct order, -1, 3, -4. There we go. All right, let's try one more. Is there one more? There's got to be one more to try. Yeah, I don't really like that one, though. Let's try one from the assignment, okay? Gonna try one from the assignment? Okay. So if you haven't downloaded the assignment yet, it is there. Go to your modules. I got modules. Should be at the bottom. Actually, almost at the bottom, because it was a little bit earlier. I just forgot to turn it on. Here it is. All right, I gotta put mine into my folder. You guys You guys get yours in there however you are supposed to do it. Mine's different. So I don't have a Chromebook. Okay. So once you get it in there, you're going to start looking at number 1. What should we do immediately? Ariana, what should we do immediately with number 1? What's the first thing we should do? Yes, but even before that, what should I do? I'm going to start out and I want to be organized. I'm going to label my equations. Like 1, 2, 3. Now, start figuring out which one we want to eliminate. So you look at your X, Y's, and your Z's. Well, it looks like it's going to be easy for you to do. Who wants to call it? Who said that? Yeah, Joel. Sounds good to me. That's one I would have picked too. It's like eliminate the Z's. So we're going to write ourselves a note, or anybody else looking at our paper, I am eliminating the Z's. Okay, and if I add together equation 2 and equation 3 right away, the Z's should cancel out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 2x minus 3y plus Z equals 4, and 3x plus 4y minus Z equals negative 2. Add those together. 5x plus y equals 2. I'm going to call that equation A. How many equations should we get, though? We need 2 with 2 variables. We need 2 with 2 variables. So we have to do this process again. So I have to use equation 1, and I can just decide, do I want to use equation 1 and 2 or equation 1 and 3? We have all these choices. Somebody tell me which way I should do it. I don't care, I'll do it either way. One and 3? Okay. So we're going to get 1 and 3. That's what I would have chosen also. Actually, I'm going to go over here and do it. Now, in order to add together 1 and 3 and have the Z's cancel, because we're going to do Z again, I need one of them to have a positive and one of them have a negative, which we do, but they also have to be the same number. So a positive 2 and a negative 2. That means equation 3, I need to multiply by 2. We're going to multiply the entire equation by 2. So, scroll a little bit. 6x, oh, I didn't mean to make that blue. I swear I keep trying to change this color. All right, here we go. 6x plus 8y minus 2z equals negative 4. So you're going to multiply all the way across, and then I'll just copy down equation 1. And then we're going to add those together, and we get 7x plus 2y, z's cancel out, equals 1. And that becomes B. So we got our A equation and our B equation. Now we have to look at A equation and B equation, and we have to eliminate another variable. So you look, should we eliminate the x's or should we eliminate the y's? Your choice. The y's for sure, right? To eliminate the y's, they need to be the same number, just one positive and one negative. So I'm thinking to eliminate the y's, I'm going to multiply this one by -2. So my new equation A is -10x minus 2y equals -4. My equation B gets to stay the same. 7x plus 2y equals 1. So I get -3x equals -3, so x is 1. There we go. We got one variable. Oops. In order to find a second variable, we have to take this one variable and we have to plug it into an equation that only has two variables. I got to plug this x equals 1 into an equation that only has two variables. What equation could I plug x equals 1 into? Nina? Equation A? All right, equation A. I'm going to plug it in A. So let me go up here, change my color because we're kind of doing something different. We'll go, actually, I'm going to go all the way up here where I have more room. Plug in A. So I'm plugging in x equals 1 into 5x, so 5 times 1 plus y equals 2. Now I can solve for y. Subtract 5, y equals -3. I've got 2. I've got 2 now. So we just have to find the third one. So what am I going to do when I know x equals 1 and y equals -3? What am I going to do to find that third one? Emma, do you know? I know x is 1. I know y is -3. What could I do? I heard you say check, but I couldn't hear everything you said. Yeah, we got to plug them in to get the third one. Where can I find an equation that has all three variables in it? Sure, we can plug in a number 3. It does not matter which one you plug it in. So I changed my color now. So now we're going to plug in 3. See, this is great because you have so many options. The hard part is I can't give you an answer key that matches every single option. So this is going to be more like you guys have to try it and hopefully everything checks. And if you get stuck, ask me questions rather than looking at my answer key. All right, so we're going to plug in 3. We're going to plug in 3 times, what's my x? I already forgot. Is it 1? Yeah. 3 times 1 plus 4 times -3 minus z equals -2. Notice how I went all the way back to the beginning. I didn't use the changed number 3. I used the original number 3. So 3 minus 12 minus z equals -2. Let's see. 3 minus 12, what is that? -9. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. -z equals 7. So z equals -7. All right. I have all 3 variables. But this is where we have to be very careful because I don't know if I made any silly mistakes. Chances are I probably did make silly mistakes because I do it a lot. So how can I verify that I do have the right answer and that I didn't just make a bunch of silly mistakes? Tessa, can you help me with that question?
You plug the variables and round it to equations.
In which equation?
Other two.
The other two, which one would you like to do? Okay. So we're going to check it, and we're going to check it in 1 to start. And if you want to use your calculator to check, that's totally fine with me. Mine's in my bag, so I didn't get it out yet. 1 minus 6y plus 2z. So we've got 1 minus 6 times negative 3 plus 2 times negative 7 has to equal 5. 1 plus 18 minus 14 equals 5. So 19 minus 14, yep, that does equal 5. Check. All right. And then, Jacob, what do I have to do now? Which one? I've used 2 of them. Right, so you guys have made these last 3 all the same color because you have to use every single equation once in the last section. Plug in 3, check in 1, so now we have to check in 2. Uh, 2x minus 3y plus z equals 4. 2x minus 3y plus z equals 4. Did I copy that correct? Yeah, good. So I've got 2 plus 9 minus 7 equals 4. 11 minus 7 equals 4. Yep, that is correct. Am I done? No. What did I forget? What don't I have written here? I don't have the answer written, and we have to put it in black just right in the middle. So we'll write 1, negative 3, negative 7, and it checked. So hopefully I did it right. Okay? So for a little bit of time, you guys are going to work, actually you can work on this the rest of the class if you need to. What we're doing the rest of the class is, you're going to work on this, and then in your modules, okay, I don't want you to submit it here. What I did was, I got to change the modules up a teeny tiny bit. Let me get out of student view. I just want to show you guys something that I'm trying. You're going to see like a lot of things in here because some of this is my stuff. One second. Lesson 13 here. There it is. Okay. When you guys are done, I'll have this linked for you. I'll fix it while you're working. And I'm just going to hit preview. When you're done, I've given you 30 tries on this. And the reason why I gave you so many is I don't want you to have to go and like fill this out 30 times. I don't want you to have to do that. So we all just did question 1. And I said in the directions, normally we need to write our answer as an ordered triple. Okay? But since I'm not posting an answer key and I don't want you to like have to retype and retype and retype, I want you to know exactly what is wrong right away. I'm having you post or type in question 1, X, Y, and Z separately. So then when you hit check, it'll tell you which part is wrong. Either all of them are wrong or maybe one variable is wrong. If only one variable is wrong, you'll have a easier chance trying to find your mistake rather than if you just wrote it as an ordered triple and it told you it was all wrong, you don't know if that's all wrong or not. So what was our answer that we got for number 1? We got 1, what was it? Negative 3 and 7? Oh, negative 7. So I'm going to type in 7 because I'm going to pretend I made a mistake, okay? I'm going to pretend because I never make mistakes. And then I'm going to hit my submit quiz. And it's okay that I haven't answered everything because I have 30 different chances. So it's okay that I hit submit quiz. Now, does it tell me? Oh, here it is. So now it tells me, oops. Now it tells me that I have question 1 correct. I have question 2 correct, but question 3 is incorrect. And then, of course, all the other ones I didn't fill out are also incorrect. But now I can go back and fix the Z. I can go back and maybe I just typed it wrong, or maybe I actually made a mistake. And then I can resubmit again, and I can resubmit as many times as I want, up to 30. You just have to make sure on your 30th try, you type all of them in. So you don't have to type them all in every single time. If you only want to type in question 3, number 1, find Z, if you only want to type that one in the second time, that's fine. It will take your last score. So the last time you do it should be when you type everything incorrect. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make it easier on you, but allow you to check answers too. Okay? So you can type in as many or as little as you want at a time until it's the last time, and then make sure you type them all in. All right? If you want to talk to each other and kind of work together, that's fine. However, you will not be able to work together on a test. So when I say work together, it might be more like doing it on your own and then being like, hey, Corey, are you eliminating Z? And he's like, oh, yeah, me too. Can we like compare? Because I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay? Working together should not be, let's both write minus x. Let's both times by 2. That it shouldn't be step by step. It should be like collaborating after you've done some work and picking each other's brain to see what you did wrong. Same thing that maybe you do with a teacher. Okay? All right, so you guys work on that. And then after that, if you finish it, which there's only 5 more questions, so unless you make a ton of mistakes, you should be able to finish it. On the module for today, besides that, on the module for today is, sorry, there's a lot of stuff on my end. It's a lot easier to see when you're a student. The module for today is the first chapter review. And then I'll have an answer key, and I'll have the file upload thing coming. It's not up yet, but the chapter review would be the other thing that we're doing today. Okay? All right, go ahead and get started. I'm going to post this video. I'm going to fix the